Because I know you can't be wrong, so I must have been wrong in the way some things will have, the way I look at things. So let's start afresh. Let's rethink my destiny. And that'll always lead him back and will lead us back to that God has an expected end for us. And God intends to prosper us. These are the thoughts and the ultimate destiny that he has for us. Trouble is, the destiny is so big sometimes that it frightens us. Somebody ought to say, Pastor, you're really talking good now.
Pastor, you really talking good now.
See, Ellery, if I'm from Watts, and I was raised in the Nickersons on, the ghettos of South Central anywhere, all my life. Saved. My thinking is I still got all that stuff. I don't have a delete button that I can punch all that stuff out.
Yeah.
Right? And so I get saved and I go to church and I do the church things and I work in the ministry. Because when you really get saved, you go to work. You start helping with this and helping with that and helping with that. You see? And so what happens is that after so many years, it dawns on you, I just read something in the Bible that's real good and real great and wonderful. And that's not happening in my life.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened for 10, 15, 20, 22, 23, 25 years or so. So now we need to have a powwow, God. Amen. It's good to talk to God.
Yeah.
See, we can go to him, Ellery, and ask him, say, hey, Lord, what's up with this? Now, I know I might have did some things, but okay, how can I fix it? How can I change my thinking? So the word tells us that we have to renew our mind, but it doesn't tell us how, does it?
Yeah.
And that's why God, it says in Ephesians 4 that God gave certain gifts to the body. Teaching pastors, prophets, evangelists. Then we run into trouble there because we've seen so much shenanigans.
Yeah.
With people who were supposed to be teaching pastors and prophets and apostles and so forth and so on. And they mix them up, and people who say that they're prophets are really not prophets and the apostles are really not apostles, but they're, store clerks, and who should be doing this, should be doing that. And it's just all over the place now.
Yeah.
So we have issues, don't we, sometimes? How do I get properly taught? But God says you'll never be left without a remnant or a witness. You'll always have someone, and groups of someones who really know him and the word out. But Jeremiah says, behold, they ask me, they're mocking me, and they say, where's the word of the Lord now? Let it come now. You big bad spiritual man of God.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah said, he's talking to God. He says, as for me, I've not hastened from being a pastor to follow you, Lord. Neither have I desired the woeful day. All this trouble is coming upon me. I didn't ask for this, Lord.
Yeah.
You know, Lord, that which came out of my lips was right before you. The words that came out of his lips, he got from God.
Amen.
Remember God told him, he says, from this forth on in Jeremiah 1, I'm going to stretch forth my hand and touch your mouth and put my words in your mouth. So he's not saying what he wants to say. He's saying God's words. And he's getting beaten, thrown in the sewer, and thrown in prison. Huh? So he's asking the Lord about this coming. We're going to talk about this. And thank God we can talk to him. Amen. We can just go boldly speaking. We're new covenant believers. We're under a better covenant. And we can go to him and talk to him. And he'll let us know. But you know what the Lord will always do? If you're called to do a certain thing, after you finish talking, he's going to tell you, now go back, now go on now and start doing what I called you to do. He never let you off the hook. You can't say, well, I don't want this no more, I'm out, Lord. I just want to go. Look, I just want to go and be an accountant in the main office at Disney World. Just do that. I'm not to see nobody. I don't have to go to church. Look what the Lord tells Jeremiah. Listen,